shortly as he comes up to share his story.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel from Vietnam House Church, and today I'd like to share the grace God showed me through this new chapter in my life. All right, so as you know, or may have not known, I graduated with a couple other Year 12s during the second lockdown. This caused us to do our trials, which is said to be the most important exam of high school to be held online. A quick backstory is, and I'm not very proud of it, is I didn't study a lot from the start of high school up until the end of year 11. So pretty much my whole high school life. And yeah, not very proud of it. However, at the start of year 12, I decided to study because of my future. Um, it was a it was difficult at first because I realized how much basic knowledge I was lacking. In the midst of this, I decided to work harder and I started to see improvements. I went from not passing my exams, which, as we know, the passing score is 50, not 90, to topping some of my classes. It was all the grace of God. Everything was going well until the second lockdown came and we all got put into online classes. However, during this time, I lost all motivation and lost myself to extreme stress and anxiety. Wanting to study but couldn't get myself to was very frustrating. At this point, I just wanted everything to be over. I started looking at alternate paths and not university because during this time, during lockdown, my marks had dropped significantly. During this time, I would pray often about my future, and always I had one specific prayer point in mind. This was the prayer point that if I get into a course in uni, I'll take it gladly and believe it was God's will of showing me a way. This was because my marks dropped a lot, and at this rate, I believed it was hard to get into uni, but God showed me otherwise. With a long way and all God's grace, the HSC finished and I graduated. And with an answer to my prayer, God gave me a course, which I am enjoying a lot. It can be a lot of work at times, however, I believe God put me here and that He will guide me from here too. A verse which got me through a lot of this difficult time was, "Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." From Matthew 6, verse 34. This passage got me a lot through high school and many of my hardships. In a funny sense, it made me procrastinate a lot of my work and assignments because I was convinced that I already had enough troubles of today. But however, truthfully, God really did show me that I didn't have to worry about anything and rely on Him. So to the present, as I started my new life as a student again, I noticed my course was a very extremely good match to myself. No exam block, no actual exams, working on projects, which is challenging but fun as well. As barely any need for hard subjects from high school like science, maths, and English. However, it was very time consuming. Without the need to serve as a youth shepherd anymore, I grew lazy and already had so many assignments as well as work on my plate. I began to isolate myself from high school friends because of my busy schedules and not being able to rely on anyone because most of my classes at uni were online. Then a familiar feeling began to creep up on me. It was the anxiety and stress from when I was studying for HSC. I decided I needed change, and without the motivation of serving the youth, I needed a source of motivation. At this time, my shepherd asked me if I wanted to start Living Life Bible Study, and I began to do my quiet times again and search for God in the midst of my busy life. Sorry. Um, yeah, he allowed me to discipline myself, to control my time, casting my stresses and anxieties, as well as placing significant and loving people in my life that I could turn to and spend every second of my day with. I'm not perfect, and I will never be. However, I wish to build holy habits that will guide me through my daily life as a Christian. Please pray for me in my journey of faith. Thank you.